still really bad at muting my stuff. I will just answer this phone call. Hello. Hello. Okay, I will burn everything. Thank you for watching. Where have I been all week? I've been painting, prepping, making interiors, all that stuff. I've really been slacking on documenting everything on film. I haven't documented anything. So instead I will just show you a few close-ups of what I've been up to and talk you through it. That way you get a good idea of where the truck is at so far, what I still need to do. Because this afternoon I'm going to spray on the final color. What I did this week is I primed and I prepped everything. Priming is crucial when doing a hard body. The hard body comes with a few imperfections. You need to fill those in with filler. In addition to that, I add a lot of styrene bits to turn this thing from a Land Rover Defender into a Kahn Defender. This thing is it's an RC4WD Gelande 2. And I decided to turn it into a Kahn. Kahn makes the most butch, most luxurious version of the Land Rover Defender that money can buy. And I thought it looked so cool that I kind of wanted to replicate it in 10 scale. It's really 8.3 scale, I learned upon reading, because this thing is a tiny bit bigger than 10 scale. This thing is a lot different than the RC4WD Trailfinder 2 that you've seen me paint up last year. That thing was a bit of a rush job. As you know, I'm a Lexan painter. Lexan goes really quick, but in prep work there's a lot of result to be gained. I kind of skipped a few steps ahead with that on the Trailfinder 2, and on this car I'm really learning a lot more about prep work and about how important it is to get a good end result. So I'm spending a bit more time on this, or actually a lot more time on this, but it doesn't make it less enjoyable. I would say the opposite is true. I'm really enjoying every single thing that I'm doing to this truck to turn it into something that's, well, within my skills, perfect, or as high as I can get it right now. So what I did to this thing to turn it into a Kahn, made new fenders, new headlights, new grille, different bonnet or hood, whatever you want to call it, and a few rain gutters on the roof. And on the interior there is a lot of customization going on, and all of those bits are made with styrene. I did a lot of reading about styrene, how to work with it, how to prep it, and how to make it look good. And if you do take all your time, and if you do prep it and you muck it up finally, once everything is primed up, then you end up with something that looks like this. And there's a guy on the forum, I'm that guy is his username, he put it really well. He said if you prep it really carefully and you have your final coat of primer on, you muck up the truck, you will end up with something that looks like a 3D rendering. And that's exactly what you're looking at right now. It's almost like it's a 3D rendering of a Kahn Defender. So that's the stage where I'm at currently with this truck. Most of this week's work went into the interior. I already made a tiny bit of a start with making a dashboard. I didn't really like the old school Defender dashboard, and I didn't really like the new school or the 2014 Defender dashboard. So I decided to make my own. Kahn being a company that makes bespoke vehicles, I figured I could get away with adding something that was like completely custom, completely made up. So I went ahead and I made that a dashboard that I thought would look cool in this car. In addition to that, I needed to sort of shift the gear levers back a tiny bit, no pun intended there. But there was simply no room to keep them in their original position, so we needed to make an extra mount for that. And I also made some center consoles with some cup holders, because after all, my scale figures need to have a room for their cold drinks once the truck is all done. I also didn't really like the door cards since they were kind of flat. Mind you, they do look detailed, but in a modern day super luxurious vehicle, they looked a bit off. So I added a few bits over there, added a tiny compartment which can hold maps or I don't know what, so I can fully trick this thing out. I also made some roll down windows. You can't see those right now because they're in a box over there. I used some cut-offs that I had laying around from a Baja 5B body made by Proline. It comes with a lot of extra Lexan, and I had a few spare bits laying around. So we used those to cut some windows that look like they're slightly rolled down. Right now I'm at the part where I can finally do my final bit of sanding, and after the sanding I can put on the first coat of actual paint, so I will put on the actual color. I'm going to save all that for a next video because I think this video is long enough as it is. I want to thank you for watching. If you want to know a bit more about me, my company, or if you want to be a tiny bit ahead of what's going on over here on YouTube, make sure to check out my Facebook page. It's in the link in the description box. There's also a few links to a couple of forums where there's a lot of stuff that you can learn about building with styrene. This is my first styrene project. I'm having a blast with it, so make sure to check out those forums. Hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you did, please don't forget to hit the like button. If you have any questions about what I've done so far and you can't find it in the playlist that this video is in, because most of the steps I have documented so far, leave me a comment in the box below and I will try to reply to you. And if you haven't subscribed yet, of course, please do. Thank you so much for watching. Take care and bye bye.